Where in the world is Josh? I am in the chapel of Moravian University, located in Comenius Hall. I'm sure it's hard to tell with the sun breaking in behind me, but the stained glass in this chapel is quite beautiful. Um, this chapel was used for a long time by Moravian Seminary and Moravian University for chapel services. Today, we don't use it quite as much as we used to, but it still hosts weddings and other events in here. And it's a really beautiful space that is underutilized by the university and by other groups. And it's always open, it's always available. So before we begin, I would invite you just to take a moment and as we enter the space to breathe, to relax, and maybe you're like me, it's hard to believe that it's already March 1st, even with a leap year. Sometimes time feels like it's just flying by and we're barely holding on, but we've arrived here. So let us take a moment, just breathe. I invite you to relax your shoulders and take another deep breath. I invite you to let the worries of anxiety of yesterday, of things past, I invite you to let those fade into the background. I invite you to let the concerns of tomorrow, the things yet to come, I invite you to hand those off, to let God hold on to those for this moment. Again, I invite you to take another deep breath. Breaking from my usual habit of ending with prayer, I would like to start with a brief prayer. And today's prayer comes from a book of prayers and meditations by Saint Anselm of Canterbury, a very influential saint and bishop. Um, Wrote many good things, and a professor in seminary suggested this book of prayers, and he often prayed from it. So I invite you to receive this prayer this morning. I praise and thank you for the desire that you have inspired, and I offer you praise and thanks, lest your gift to me be unfaithful, which you have given to me of your own accord. Perfect what you have begun, and grant me what you have made me long for, not according to my deserts, but out of your kindness, that you came first to me. Amen. As I was looking through material at home to decide what to offer today, I saw this book on my shelf. And at first I thought, well, it's almost too childish to bring in to use. Um, but then I remember how much I really enjoyed it. And so I thought I would share it to you today. It's from, it's called What is God Like? And it's by a terrific author named Rachel Held Evans, the late Rachel Held Evans. She unfortunately passed away after a long illness. Um, and while this is somewhat geared for children, I find it meaningful. So I thought I would share it with you this morning. Again, this is What is God Like? God is like an eagle, sharp eyed and swift, with wings so wide you can play under their shadows. God is like a river, constant and life giving. When you grow near God, you'll sprout up strong as a tree. God is like the stars, forever present and bright. Even when they feel far away, you can always look up and see them winking at you. God is like a shepherd, brave and good, a protector who loves her sheep so much that she watches over all of them and knows each of their names by heart. God is like a fort, strong and secure, with walls that are mighty and safe. Inside, there are hidden places to hold you when you're scared or need a quiet place to rest. God is like a gardener, patient and nurturing. God plants, waters weeds, and fertilizes the earth until every good thing on it seeks the nourishing sun and grows. God is like the flame of a candle, warm and inviting. With God close by, you can look to the light and see through the darkest of nights. God is like the wind, passionate and full of mystery. God is both here and mysteriously also over there. God is everywhere, swirling throughout the world, whistling across the mountain ranges, rustling through the trees, and pressing against your cheeks on a breezy day. God is like an artist, creative and unpredictable, always busy making and remaking everything brilliant and new. God is like a mother, strong and safe. You can crawl up into her lap whenever you want to, and she will hold you until you fall asleep. God is like a father, gentle and safe. He will put you on top of his shoulders and give you a bird's eye view of all creation. God is like dancers, graceful and precise. They move to the same music in very different ways, showcasing all of God's elegance and rhythm in your life. God is like a rainbow, vivid and full of color, a dazzling reminder of promise and hope for all people after a storm. God is like a best friend, faithful and true, closer to you than even your brothers or sisters. And because we know what God is like, we know that God is kind, God is forgiving, God is slow to get angry, God is quick to be glad, God is happy when you tell the truth and sad when things are unfair. She is your protector. He is trustworthy. They are friends when you feel alone. God hopes, God preserves. What is God like? That's a very big question, one that people from all places around the world throughout all time have answered in many different ways. Keep searching, keep wondering, keep learning about God. For whenever you aren't sure what God is like, think about what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel brave, and what makes you feel loved. That's what God is like. I appreciate everyone's um, being here for our mindfulness moment. I hope that you received this, and I wish everyone well.